Hello, it's time for more beer taste tests. I believe these are all award-winning beers this time, and I'm not going to blab about it. Let's taste some beer and see what it's like. Come on. Stop being a depressed munchkin, we're trying your beer. We've got a special one. Normally, all the beers I get are from Beer 52 in a box that gets all delivered at the same time, but we went to a farm shop and they had this one as well. Sam Smith's wheat beer is organic. It's 5%. Ooh, give it a sniff. It smells a lot like banana bread. The label in the shop said it's citrusy and banana-y. That's more ale-y than I thought it would be.
It actually does taste banana-y. Like, for real.
But not too much, because it's not like overwhelming of fruit, which ruins beers a lot. It's just a nice little bit of banana. It almost is like banana bread in a bottle. I think that's really good. Right, another beer number 2. We've got Voss Boss from Kvig Ring. Kvig Ring? IPA, 5%. Some of the labels on it say Free Assembly, and I think it says 7-1 Brewing Co., so I don't really know who makes this. The people who make it have won Beer 52's Innovation Award. Free Assembly Brewery is who make it, I think. Let's actually taste it. Ah! Ooh, it smells very fruity. Yeah, it's okay. It's not as nice as the last one we tried, for sure. Whenever a beer brewer says, oh, it's quite citrusy and fruity, this is what they mean. Like, it's just that, but standard, if that makes sense. It's not like that type of beer with those sorts of descriptions, but like slightly different and interesting and really good. It's just that kind of beer, which I quite like. It's better than your average beer. It's a little bit more interesting, but this one's not like blowing my mind when it comes to that type of beer, like a more citrusy, fruity beer. I think I will give this something like a 5.8 out of 10. More beer. This one is from Siren. Anytime, any place, anywhere. Session IPA. 4.2%. Doesn't smell of much. Little bit beer smell. Yeah, that's nice. Refreshing. Not too overpowering of a taste, but some taste, and it's kind of nice taste as well. This isn't something I'd put like right up there with particularly interesting beers, but it's a really good, solid IPA. I think that's why this won this award. It won the best session IPA. So that makes sense that this would win that, because it can appeal to lots of people, but the widespread appeal it does have is actually pretty good. So, you know, solid. A lot of people would like this. I will give it 7.3 out of 10. You pop up from the floor. Wamba wamba bimba. Next, Hopliminal Messages. New England IPA from Admundsen Brewery. This one has a fantastic label. Looks really cool. They won Best IPA. So the last one was the Best Session IPA, but this is the best overall IPA with 5.3%. I'm expecting good things from this one. Nice sniff. Doesn't smell too particularly fruity or something like that, but it's got like nice beer smell. Whoa. There's loads of taste in that. Half of the taste is quite burny. It's quite burnt. The other half is alright. Best IPA? Not a chance. It's from Norway. That makes sense. Scandinavian countries like really strong flavours, and it's strong in flavour. And just don't know about that kind of really bitter taste that it's got. This is an IPA. If you like bitter beers, you're probably not going to go for an IPA. If you go for an IPA, you're probably not going to want it to be this bitter. Although I don't think it's awful by any means, I'm not going to give this a particularly high score. I would give this like a 3.8 out of 10. Two Tribes. Campfire. Haze. Pale. 4.2% in volume. The brewery who made this beer have won the Creative Community Award. Don't know what that means. Don't think it suggests it's going to be a good beer. Let's see. Ooh. Oh. If you were going to describe a campfire as a beer, I think they've nailed it, actually. I think that tastes like a campfire. You can taste the kind of initial kind of flavour, and it goes wee. heat up like that, like a firewood. It's quite a kind of bittery, kind of burnty flavour, which I suppose it's called campfire, makes sense. Typically, these sorts of flavours in beers are not the best. They kind of suggest a slightly poorer quality beer, but I feel like they've kind of almost utilised that in a purposeful way, partially because it's called campfire. So I feel like if we got anything else other than the flavours that it's got, it wouldn't make as much sense. I like that, I'm happy with it, but I have to bear in mind they're not flavours I typically like that much, so I'm going to give this 5.5 out of 10, I think. Oh, and what is the beer that is coming next? It is Thornbridge Brewery Chiron, I think that is how you would pronounce that. I really like this can. I think that looks cool. I like a gold top. An American Pale Ale, 5%. Thornbridge, members' choice of breweries. So I think that means the people who buy this box, the members of the subscription, rate their beers particularly high. Dunno. That's a nice smell. That's a nice smell for beers. Nothing wild. Pretty mild. Am I gonna rhyme? No. There's honestly not much to say about it other than, yeah, it's quite nice. It's boringly nice, if that makes sense. I'm going to give this a 6.8 out of 10. There's not much to say, is there?
Yeah, not much to say.
Not about
It's
that.
a beer.
Yeah. Prost. Yeah. It's called Prost, this one. Or Prost might be the brewery. Kolsch, I think might be the beer, not sure. 4.7%. This one won the award for best artwork, and I think that that's a very worthy award. I think that's really cool artwork. Dry hopped beer, this one I've got a lot of hopes for. I think it sounds fantastic. Oh. Oh yeah. It's in the category of kind of lighter, refreshing beers, and those sorts of things don't typically have a massive amount of taste. Certainly not an overwhelming amount. However, the taste is pretty good. It's sweet-ish, I suppose. It's got small kind of candy-ish notes. And when I say that, I mean for a beer. It doesn't taste like candy by any means. It's hard to describe, but it's got a nice beerish sweetness to it. I think that's really good. It could maybe double down on that flavour a bit more to like really be nice. But overall, I like that. I like that a lot. I'm going to give that an 8.1 out of 10.
It's lovely and sweet and smooth.
Produced by Ad Astra Brewery, American Pale Ale, 4.7%. It's got a little bit of tropical-ish kind of flavours behind the beer. Nothing too intense, nothing too impressive. Reasonably nice. I like it. Let's give it like a 6.2 out of 10. Okay, this is the last one. Moonwake Beer Co. 7 Hop Pale, 5.5%. It's the only tall boy we got in the box today. Good kind of fruity smell. Nice. Oh, you can taste many hops. Lots to taste. Would keep it interesting. Some citrusy, some hoppy, some wheaty kind of flavours all over the place. You get a little dab of each. That's pretty good. I like that a lot. Moonwake won Best Newcomer. Makes sense. I think that's a really good beer. I would give it a hefty 7.8 out of 10. Lovely. Well, wasn't that many beers. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like the video and subscribe, and check out all the links in the description. We've got a podcast that's well worth checking out, and we stream live on Twitch as well as on YouTube and a bunch of other stuff. Yep, that's right. You know, lads drink beer and play games. What else do you want? Just do it.